Hi, this is Justin. I put this video together to show you all how you can change the calculation that you use in a given column based on the value of another column. And I'll walk through an example of how this could be useful to many people, and you run into scenarios like this all the time. So I'm going to create a quick analysis first and show you what we're getting into. Now, some of the things where you may find yourself in a scenario where you need to use this is, for instance, compensation plans. And you could have one person whose compensation plan is based on, say, a mean calculation, and another person whose compensation plan is based on, say, a median or a max or some other type of calculation like that. We know those scenarios all exist, and here I'm going to show you how you can consolidate them together and then show what you actually want and deliver a pretty good experience for your users. So I'm putting together a quick analysis of just a couple things. I'm using OBIEE sample app. I think it's version 406, and I have a quick analysis here. I'm going to narrow my data down just a little bit based on some stuff that I know. I happen to know that 2012 Q1 is filled with data. Normally you might have these filters assigned by your dashboard prompts, but I'm just going to hard code this in right now so you can see what I'm looking at. And then I'm just going to look at a minimum number of product types. Now I pulled in 3 different fact values for build quantity, and what I'm going to do here is keep the first value, and then I'm going to show you what we might want to look at. And I'm going to edit the formula and add a formula on it, and do average here, and send my build quantity, my average build quantity, and I'm also going to add median build quantity, because this is what I said, it could be a requirement that maybe for the product manager that's in charge of audio, he's really concerned about seeing the median, whereas the product manager that's in charge of cameras and cell phones, he wants to see the mean. And that's actually the example we used. Here I have all of them displayed. So we have the quantity in question, the average quantity, and the median quantity. Well, what we're going to do next is we're going to add logic to choose the mean or median based on the product type. So I'm going to pull in one more build quantity value. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to edit this formula, and now I'm going to use a expression, and I happen to like the case switch better because it's just more flexible. I can do everything the if can and more. And let me break this out a couple carriage returns so you can see we have our case, our parameter, when expression 2, then expression 3, else expression 4. So what we said was when the column product type is audio, then we want to have the column median, else we want to have the column average. So that's our logic. I can go to the results real quick, and what we'll see is that for audio we choose the median values in our case statement. For everything that's not equal to audio, we choose the average mean values, and those are what show up here. Now what we can do is we can then go and clean this up a little bit and hide these ones that we're not interested in. So I'm going to hide, actually don't need the build quantity, but I'm just going to hide it. I'm going to hide the average, and I'm going to hide the median. And if we go to our results again, there we have what we're looking for. And we can, of course, give ourselves a little bit nicer heading. Actually, we do that in the actual formula. I would put a custom heading, and I would just say mean median. And then on our results, we get something that's pretty nice based on our requirement. Now, this little bit of logic I showed you here can be extended in a whole bunch of different directions to create a field that has the data that you're really interested in. Now, this column is neither mean nor median, but it is a choice of that based on we said let's look at product type and assign mean or median calculations to product type. I hope you found this video interesting. Please look at my others.